Alright guys, here to bring you the top 3 essential tennis tips to make it look like you know how to play tennis when you don't. A lot of you guys may have seen the last video and you say like, oh wow, they're hitting pretty good or whatever, blah blah blah. Well, you want to start playing tennis, you want to look like you know what you're doing, and you don't. These are 3 essential tips you need to look like you know what you're doing. First essential tip, you'll notice, I'm spinning my racket. This looks fancy. It makes you look like you've carried a tennis racket before, even if you haven't. So, just, we got the basic spin, just around your hands, the basic tennis spin. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff. You can spin it around your fingers, but basically this is the one you want to get down, the spinning in your hands. And take you to Exhibit A. Exhibit A over there. That guy clearly knows what he's doing, spinning his racket. So he's, it probably looks like he's played for many years. So that's tip number 1, to make it look like you know what you're doing when you have no clue. Tip number 2, I'm gonna go ahead. Tip number 2, let me grab a ball here. So this is tip number 2, to make it look like you know what you're doing when you have absolutely no idea. So let's say you just got it on the court, what are you going to do with this tennis ball right here? Well, you do what the pros do. You learn how to do this. If you learn that basic thing, that basic little ball pickup trick right there, where you bounce it off your feet, that makes it look like you know what you're doing, like you've played for a while, because that's what a lot of tennis players do, because we play the game so long that we don't want to take the extra effort to bend down, so we're just put it against your foot, pop it up, boom. Take you to Exhibit A over there. If you will go over there. So that tennis player over there, he clearly knows what he looks like. He's been onto the court a couple times here, and yeah. So there we go. So that's tip number 2 for how to make it look like you know what you're doing when you have absolutely no idea. We're gonna move to tip number 3 here, and this one may be, this one might actually be the most important of the tips. And that is, when you get to the courts, when you show up, you bring equipment. You bring tennis balls, you bring as many rackets as possible, you bring as many bags as possible, you stash them on your shoulders. You look like you just came ready for a tournament, like you're gonna break all your strings.
Oh, you forgot your other racket.
Like all these tennis balls.
You forgot your other racket.
Oh yeah, exactly. I have so many rackets, I just forget because I play so much. Anyways, so, bring your equipment. Show those other tennis noobs, they don't know what they're doing. They brought 1 racket, I brought 3. Exactly. So, bring a new can of balls, bring your stuff, show them you know what you're doing, and so yeah, those are the 3 most essential tips to make it look like you know what you're doing when you have absolutely no clue. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.